Hi, happy Tuesday. It is the 3rd of September and I'm back. Hi, it's Jan, and if you're here, you're on Handmade Treasures. Oops, cancel. I don't know what that was. Sorry. If you're here, you're on Handmade Treasures by Jan, and we're back to creating every Tuesday night. Welcome, 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 welcome. Tonight is all about watercolor animals, and I am not sure how I feel about this. I'm a little nervous because I haven't been doing much artsy stuff lately, so we'll just have to see how it goes. I'm going to pull myself up and see where things are because my dashboard is not pulling up like it's supposed to. So we'll see how it looks. Don't know what's happening. Okay, well at least I'm there. Okay. Yeah. It's just before 6, so I'm still getting some things pulled together. There. Boop. There we go. Alright, I'm still pulling some things together. And my lofty piece of 12 by 12 paper is a huge goal, so I think I'm going to cut it down. There. Hi Carol. Hi Vanessa. Hi guys. Welcome. It's been a minute. I think I'm going to cut this down only to only because I'm not sure why. I'm glad that I'm live, really, because my screen is not popped like it normally does, so this is very weird. Anyway, this is a lofty goal, and I have decided that I want to paint. I'm going to turn this light on and turn it down here a little bit. I want to paint a donkey. Why? I don't know. That's what I'm going to paint tonight. And I got a new set of paints that I haven't swatched yet, so I'm going to be using my Prima markers, or my Prima paints. I have my pastels out. I don't think I'm going to use them. I'm using my classics and my odysseys. So I have those out. I have my water. And I'm going to quick cut my paper because I think that a 12 by 12 is a very lofty goal. So I think I'm going to cut it down so I'm looking at 6 by 6 squares instead. Vanessa, how are you doing? Are you finished canning? Are you still canning? Today I prepped. I was going to can apples today. I was going to make apple butter and applesauce, and instead all I did was prep the jars because I have a lot to do. So I cleaned the house on my day off and did the bedding, weeded some of the garden, and prepped jars. So, hi Jackie. Hi friend, how are you? And I am super excited because here it is. No, this is very bright, but this is my first package in a Coon's Age from Unity. I got here, let me turn you down here. This is my first package in a long time, and this better focus, because if it doesn't, I'm going to stop here. Yeah, great, it's focusing on my hands again. Here. Let's see what it focuses on. I'm really tired of trying to figure out cameras. There we go. Okay. I re-subscribed to a membership. There we go. Through Unity. Yay! Oh, thank you, Jackie. Yeah, my hair looks like a hot mess right now, but that's because I've been cleaning and running around. I actually had it back in a teeny tiny little tiny piggy tail. Okay, so I resubscribed to a subscription, but this one I had to get. I had to get these Nomoween, and I'm sure Vanessa probably has that. Just ordered from Unity, first time in a long time. Me too. And I wanted these autumn papers, and I had to get the Country Cluckers, the paper, because I got this super cute Bobby Sue girl, and I wanted that for that. The Autumn Blooms paper I needed, and then I got this Serene Silhouettes, these trees. Why? I needed them. Yes, I had about 9 inches cut off my hair, and the girl that does my hair said, Jan, are you sure? Are you sure you want to do that? These little gnomes are going to be so perfect in what I have in mind for them. Hi, Liz. Hi, friend. How are you? But I did, I don't know what I've done with it since I got it because I haven't been home to play with it, but I got the owl, Uniquely Unity owl. I'm very excited about that. And do I know where it is? Nope, because I got home from Alaska, I got home from Minnesota, and I haven't done one dang thing out here. I've had no time, you guys, but I'm going to now. Okay, so hi Lori, how are you? So, I'm so glad you made it too. I am too. All right, so tonight is all about sort of freehanding animals using a sort of wishy-washy base and then drawing. What do I mean? Well, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you, and I'm getting some big paintbrushes, and you'll see that I have my Molotovs are out, right? They're here because I am going to be, again, I'm not the world's best watercolorist or artist, but I have an idea. These are my big my big paintbrushes, because what I am going to do is lay down the color and then hopefully add the detail with my markers, and we'll see if it works, because I'm just not sure. And I know bright colors like this, Jan, for a donkey, is it a fish? It is not. It's going to be a donkey. I want to do a donkey. Why? I don't know. I've just seen a couple of little like miniature donkeys, and I think they're so dang cute that I'm going to do that. I'm going to do one. And I cut the paper to 6 by 6 by 6. It's a 6-inch square. It might be a little small now that I think of it, because donkeys have those big donkey wonky donk ears. So maybe what I will do. Hi Laura, how are you, dearest? I had my paper right here. Oh, I put it underneath all my. Okay, I am using Strathmore, and this is cold press. Yes, this is cold press. I think what I'll do is just real quickly cut a second piece, and I'm going to cut it in half. but I'm going to do it that way. So it's 6 by 12. So I can leave my wonky donk. I am doing well. That's good. Okay, so I'm going to have my donkey with his wonky donk ears, and this is what I'm going to do. Okay, this is what I'm doing. So I'm going to get my paint wet, and I'm going to get this paint wet, even though I have no idea which paints I'm necessarily using in here, but I want the lighter brown here. I'm gonna open this up because I want the Cusco from this palette. Hi Patty, how are you, hon? How are you healing up? Okay, so I am just going to, we'll see if this works. I could be so far off base. I'm just, ooh. This is my donkey. This is my donkey bod, okay? This is my donkey bod. And somewhere in here is going to be my donkey head, face, okay? It's all going to come together. So my donkey, I'm not going to have donkey feet, just going to be a donkey bod. I'm going to lighten the center part up, and I might just pull, look at where the face is going to be out a little bit. Trying to make my own sense of this, you guys. So this is donkeys are sometimes gray or donkeys are sometimes brown. So, ooh. Okay. So they're not that brown. So I guess I will be pulling this. This is my fuzzy donkey. This is my wonky donkey. Okay. So now I'm going to give my donkey some wonky donkey head, hair. Okay. Make a donkey who snacks a lot. A chubby donkey. He's a chunky donkey. He's a chunky donkey. Okay? Chunky donk. He's a honky chunky donkey. Oh boy, I'm gonna have some fun with this one. Okay. This is my chunky donk. This is my chunky donkey. Okay, so now the chunky donk ears, I'm gonna probably have to, yes, I am mixing my paints right here in my palette. Okay, so now ears, chunky donk ears. I'm not so sure about the shape of a chunky donk ears. Maybe they have to just be kind of close without going off my paper. All I can hear is my chunky donkey going ee-yaw, ee-yaw. This is all going to come together, and it's going to make some better sense for you when I start with my pen, my marker, and my other bits. Look at, we're 12 minutes in and I've already got my chonky donk. I don't want to lose my chonky donk's hair. now I'm going to give him some Sorry, I stopped talking for a second there because can you start seeing the face? Is the face coming together? Can you see it yet? This, now I've got that song in my head, Liz. This is my chonky donk. Oh boy. Oh boy. Maybe his eyes are too wide set. Hi, chonky donk. Whoop, whoop, whoa. Or maybe his nostrils should have been curved a little more. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, so let's see if I can... Cute. We'll see about that. Maybe I have to add a little bit more something. Something, all right. It's gonna come together. I swear I'm gonna give him some dimension and then you'll see it. I promise. Oh dear, he looks like a sad chonky donkey. I'm gonna try to give somewhere in here. Somewhere in here. There it is. I can't go. Too crazy with the white, but I mean, a little, give him a little something. I need that to be whiter. Maybe I'll pull the white out of here. Whoa, 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 whoa. And I need to bring a little more of this, whatever this tan concoction. I need to have, I need him to have some dimension here with color before I start going in with my well, you know, it was really a nice thought anyway. Before I start going in with my marker or my pens. So we'll see how this goes. Who knows? Once I start using my pen, maybe things will start actually looking a little bit better. All right. Hi Rita, how are you, dear? It's been a minute since I've been on a Tuesday night. I just want to, you know, be a little blendy without making his nose go all crazy. Okay, that I might just erect his nostrils. We'll see. And hopefully I can fix him with marker. Okay, let's see if it works. Maybe not. That was very fast. I know, I saw you pop on. Sometimes I see people pop on and sometimes I don't. This time I did. And tonight is all about watercolor animals. So I am freehanding a super chunky, wonky donkey. And it might work and it might not. But I'm giving it a try. And I'd love to see what everybody else decides to do for their little animals. And tonight there were no rules. You could stamp an animal. You could draw an animal. Or you could do what I'm doing and try and freehand whatever you wanted to do. But I'm trying my hand at a goofy little wonky donkey. And again, I am, well, I don't know if I would call it better. I would call it willing to go out there on a limb. Put myself out there for sure. and have some fun with it. Because what the heck, why not? I mean, he's not turning out that badly. He looks like a fuzzy wuzzy wonky donk, don't you think? I mean, now he looks more like a donkey than he did a second ago. He looks like he's got lipstick on and bad run lines on his lips. And a double chin for this little wonky donkey fella. Or little lady, whatever she is. We'll give her some fine lines on her lips. If I could just get her eyes to be a little more bulgy. You guys, I'm not even, this isn't even a half hour, and I've got my little, oops, my little donkey. Gotta clean that paint off. Wonky the Chonky Donkey. Yay! I'm trying to just bring some white in to kind of make those eyes pop. I don't know that there's anything that's going to make those eyes pop. Sometimes you have to step outside the box, right? And just go for it, because why not? You know, life's too dang short to super critique yourself all the time. I'm going to bring this down here a little bit, and we'll give Chonky Monkey, Wonky Donkey, a little bit more of the page here, and I'll just give her a little bit more fur. That way she's not going to look like she's floating on the page. And she looks like she's smiling anyway. She looks like she's happy there. See how hard that would have been on like the small square? That would have been really hard. I'm going to get that wet right there, because apparently I got my finger up there somehow. There, gone. Get it all to blend in a little bit better. Did you guys all have a nice August? Nice August off? Time doing whatever the heck you wanted. What kind of paper? I am using Strathmore cold press watercolor paper. And if I flip it over, it's going to get the wrinkles out of this side, dry it from both sides. Here she is. She's not so bad. I am definitely not an illustrator, but I had fun with this. Oops. And I know that if I would encourage my niece and nephew to paint, that they would have a blast. And I know my godson Oliver would have a heyday with a project like this. So here's one that you can do with your grandkids. Look at that. That's not so bad. I mean, it isn't beautiful or perfect or something, you know, not maybe even frame worthy, but it was fun. That's not too bad, you guys. That's not too, I mean, it looks a little like a donkey, don't you think? And that was my goal tonight, was to look a little like a donkey. Okay, so what I want to know is who is still ready for the Pantone challenge. Are you guys still up for it? I'm going to flip you up now. Are you guys still up for the Pantone challenge? Are we still doing it? Are you ready for it on Wednesday nights? Because if you are, I have the prompts ready. Are you ready? I'm sorry, these lights are crazy bright. Oh, now they're orange. Woo. Yes! Yes! I'm going to fix this and I'm going to go dim there. Oh, there. Hi. Okay. So, I mean, this didn't take very long. Half hour. Yes! Yes! Excellent. Okay. So tomorrow at 3 o'clock, 3:30? Do we have 3:30? 3:30. 3:30. Tomorrow's postcard challenge is star. Star. Pick a color. Pick your medium. That's not a repeat, is it? I looked back. I didn't see star. He's super cute. Thanks. I mean, for a half hour watercolor donkey, he could have been a little chubbier. I may try and do some other. I had an idea for a chicken too, but the chicken was just really more about putting a blob of paint on the page and then kind of scribbling the pen. I'll show you what that's about later. Next week, you guys, we haven't done any journals or anything like that lately, so grab some lunch bags. We're going to make a paper bag journal, paper bag book, okay? And that will be fun with some of these new papers that I just got. So if you want to, thank you. Thanks so much. If you want to, grab some paper bags, some lunch bags, you know, just the brown lunch sacks. And where the fold comes out, if you want to prep for it, you don't have to because they don't take very long, but just cut that fold off. Easy. But again, you don't have to do any prep work because it won't take very long. We can get it done in the 45 minutes. So here's my chonky. I have to figure this whole situation out now that the daylight savings and now that I'm coming to you in front of you this way. Star for 3:30 tomorrow. Pick a color, pick a medium. Get an idea in your head, but do not start. Okay, and I mean, we're finished early tonight. Can you hear the crickets? I'm not ready for summer to be over. All right, next week, paper bag book. Just grab 3 lunch bags for next week, and I'll remind you. But anyway, okay, we're finished. I'll take a picture of this guy, there's no improving on him because I didn't give myself enough space. So I'm just going to him, her. I think it's going to be a guy. If I'm going to have it be Chunky the wonky donkey, then it's going to be a guy because I'm not going to give that stigma to a woman. Anyway, thanks guys for being here tonight. You know, a half hour is a nice way to ease back in, right? All right, and I'll see you tomorrow for the Pantone art postcard art challenge. Say that 10 times fast, and then I'll see you in the treasure trove too. All right, love you. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you later. Bye.